we are, Tales of the Black Forest. Hopefully this is the finale. Alright, so we are heading out after having completed the theater. The door to the projection room, which vanished earlier, has appeared again. Yume said that projection room was sealed by some strong power. Only Hoshin could do it. But Hoshin died several years ago. It doesn't matter, Kihara-chan. We're only one step away from removing the curse. The projection room on the left could play the film, and the Yokai-ya on the right could also play the film. This is not an ordinary film reel. It might disappear once we use it, so... I understand. We can only choose one of the two doors. Since the curse is related to the projection room, maybe we can truly remove the curse if we use the projector to play the film. But I saw my memories and Megumi-san's memories because of Baku. Maybe Baku could help me find my lost memories. No matter what you choose, I'm fine with it. Thank you, Kiritani. Your game is automatically saved since this is a plot branch. To make it convenient for you to enjoy the different endings, your autosave will not be overwritten. Please save the game manually at appropriate points after this. Okay. Some of the characters in the theater have new things to say to you. Once you open the door, you'll enter the final chapter and may miss out on the things they will say to you. Ah, okay. Well, let's go talk to some people then. Nothing in here. Under renovation. That. Oh no, I dropped that Yokai no Kamen somewhere. Hey, stupid human, I'm right here. How could you leave me behind? Sorry, it was an emergency. Never mind, I'm not blaming you. After all, you helped everyone put that vengeful spirit to rest. Why are you here? I was almost devoured by that vengeful spirit's negative energy. This guy saved me. Thank you. After the vengeful spirit disappeared, the ghosts from the Weeping Rain were released. Aika-san came back here and disappeared after hearing this guy's performance. He's very grateful to you for setting Aika-san's soul free. Nothing of it. Aika-san heard your wish. That's why she came back. You're a nice girl. I owe you one. If anyone bullies you in the future, I'll curse that person until he bleeds to death. Oof, that's rough. No need for that. Boy, are you leaving this place? Come back here whenever you're free. I plan to travel with this guy and let more people hear Aika-san's music. Well, that's nice. See if we can get all the loose ends tied up before we break the curse, huh? I heard from Yume that Megumi-san has gone on a tour to collect inspiration for her works. She was in such a hurry that we didn't have time to see her off. Speaking of which, I'm Megumi-san's fan. And not just me, but everyone in the theater knows about Megumi-san's past, too. We kept it for you and hoped she would forget the past completely. Anyway, I'll try my best to manage this place while she's away. Karasumi-san, I'm sure you can manage the theater well. Yume said Megumi-san has gone on a tour. I wonder when we can see her again. Yeah. Kihara-san, I heard you found the prayer. Yes, but you probably don't need the prayer by now. In fact, I've already translated the words in the script, so I want to compare the script I've translated with the one you found. Okay. Yakumo-san, your translation only has a few sentences that are different from this translated text. Basically, they're quite similar. I owe it to you when you agreed to look for the translated script. I suddenly felt so relieved for some time, and my translation speed improved dramatically. But this translated text is beautiful in its wording, and it's a huge academic achievement. Human knowledge is so infinite. Looks like I'll have to work harder. Wait a second. This translated text is signed by Kisaku-san. Kisaku-san? Kisaku-san is a renowned expert on folklore, and he's also a mentor I respect greatly. If not for him, I wouldn't have chosen the path to do research on folklore. He went on a field trip to Kuramori Town about 3 years ago, but unfortunately, the poison gas attack happened in the theater, and he died in that attack. I can't believe I can actually see his translated text. Kihara-san, thank you for finding this precious translation. Before that gas attack, Kisaku-san researched a lot on the history of Kuramori Town and Shiganaki Village. I'll try my best to reach Kisaku-san's level and finish his uncompleted research. I believe you can definitely make it, Yakuma-san. By the way, Kihara-san, if you have any questions about the prayer or the history of Hoshin, just go ahead and ask me. I'll answer as best as I can. Okay. Yo, we're preparing for the concert! To express our appreciation to Megumi-san and Kihara-san and to mark the revival of the theater. Other language stuff. No one will attend the concert. When will this guy get it? I remember, you're that human who abducted Tamasaki-san. No need to be afraid, I won't capture you. It's great that Ojo-sama could contain her freedom. Don't worry, with me around, the other foxes won't hurt you in this place. Kihara-san, do you have any questions regarding the Hoshin ceremony? I have a question on... let's see what the prayer means. The script dates back to 80 years ago, during the Taisho period. Shikanaki village prospered greatly from the coal mining industry. Not many people believed in Hoshin back then. The villagers in Shikanaki village worshipped a deity called Aiko-sama. But that prosperity didn't last long. After the war broke out, the men were sent to the front line to fight. That's when Shikanaki village started to decline. When the Second World War ended, half of the men in the village had died. Surprisingly, the men who believed in Hoshin all came back alive. Heaven's fire will rain like a thunderstorm. Cries of anguish will come like gusts of wind, is exactly how they would describe the battlefields. Hoshin-sama will manifest itself and save the living from misery. It means those men would survive because Hoshin protected them. At the time when man's power is short, having a strong man in a family means the whole family could survive. It goes without saying that the faith in Hoshin expanded at an unstoppable rate in Shikanaki village, and eventually became the only faith in Shikanaki village after replacing Aiko-san completely. As for the second half of the passage, it's like most of the religious prayers. It describes how the villagers pray to Hoshin to bring favorable weather and drive away poverty and disaster. That's all I can tell about the prayer. So I have a question on the history of the god of abundance. Hoshin is previously called Master of All Creatures. It's a powerful deity that manipulates space and time, the four seasons, and the growth of all creatures. It's said that Hoshin was reincarnated as a baby girl in Shikanaki village a century ago. The girl had shown remarkable power when she was still a child, but because the villagers in Shikanaki village all worshipped Aiko-sama, many people treated the girl as a sinister entity. After the Second World War, Hoshin became more prominent. That girl was called Jingu by her followers, which means the body where the deity lives. Jingu was responsible for presiding over rituals and talking to deities. She had a powerful influence at Shikanaki village. According to the documents at Shikanaki village, Jingu lived for 103 years and passed away 4 years ago. After that, Hoshin's influence declined. Shikanaki village also declined irreversibly. I have a question on the yokai. After the humans abandoned the theater, the yokai from nearby started to move into the theater and set up stores. But several years ago, a vengeful spirit took up residence in the attic that stored the film's reels. The theater couldn't screen movies normally, and everyone's business suffered more or less. All of us knew Hoshin was powerful, so we organized the ritual. We hoped Hoshin could help us exorcise the vengeful spirit. Do all the yokai here worship Hoshin? How should I put it? Actually, not every yokai in the theater worship Hoshin. Or should I say there are hardly any worshippers at all? Humans are awed by unknown powers. That's how faith in a deity develops. But to yokai, We're familiar with the powers deity possesses because we deal with them a lot. Our relationships with deities are like customers and merchants. We offer sacrifices to deities, and they help us to drive away evil spirits. That's all. I have a question on everything. Okay. So we got our little bit more edification there. Oop, not quit. Save. So, where else should we go? Possibly. Is there anything in here? What's this? Oh yeah, that's the station. I forgot about that. Maybe... head back to Shikanaki Village for some... Is there anything left here that we should look into before we go? That door's locked. Can't get into the school. Kihara-san, long time no see. Dodo, you're retired. I'm a cook now, yeah. Now I'm traveling around Japan in search of all kinds of good food, yeah. When this trip is over, I'll open a restaurant. Hope Kihara-san will come and support me by then. Yeah. Okay. Kihara-sensei, come back whenever you're free. This adventure is much more interesting than the movie. Limited edition souvenir I bought when Tonari no Totoro was screened. It's very cute, right? You'd feel so lonely without Aizawa. But I realize it's not so difficult to chat with strangers. I'm sure Sakurako-chan will definitely manage the cafe well. Kihara-san, you're really so cute and gentle. I really want to drink with you. I'm kidding. Please don't mind me. The Black Cat a minute earlier seemed to have said something similar. Seems you have more important things to do. Please come here again when you're free. Well, alright. Village Headman's residence at Shikanaki Village. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was where that ghost was that we ran away from. And that's a chicken. Is your master Matsuyama Masao-san? Shujin Matsuyama Shin Pluck. Your master has some friends. You can look for them. Matsuyama's friends. Friends! They live near the wooden bridge at the end of the village. You can probably make your way there yourself. Yes, thank you. Hey, we rescued the chicken. By talking to it. Nice. We're doing nice things for all sorts of people, aren't we? Thinking, what else is there to do before we trigger the ending? Anything else? I'm starting to wonder, by the way, if Kihara's mom was Hoshin. You know? Seems like a possibility. So is the chicken here now? There's a bird. I don't see a chicken. Oh, there's the chicken. Let's talk to the chicken. Matsuyama's friends is nice and amazing. Let's just walk through here and make sure that we're not missing anything. Don't want to get the wrong ending, right? Not like Wham! I Did at Sea. We don't want a really random ending. We want the good stuff. No entry. Door shut. That's the cafe. We were just there, so we're fine there. let's make sure there's nothing we need at the apartment. Oh, that's right. It's this. This is the apartment. New gaming console. Mystery novels. Feature on Kermit. Okay, yeah, we read that. Well, I can't think of anything else that we need to do, so... Let's see, item-wise, we have the Water of Abundance. Portrait of Kihara's mother. Right. Electric torch, rules of ninja, shaved ice. Okay, I think we got everything that we're gonna get, so... Let's go do the ending, I guess. Once you open this door, the curse will be removed. Open the door. Let's do it! Finale. Blossoms and snowflakes. Kihara-san, are you here to play the film? Yes, you may. Baku, I'll need to trouble the two of you. Kihara-san, you did us a big favor. This is nothing. Just stand here. Baku will send you to sleep first, before he'll bring you into the film's world. First, close your eyes. Take a deep breath and relax slowly. Baku is connecting the film to your consciousness. Do you feel sleepy now? Oh, she's gone. As expected, Kihara-san is brought to Koromori Town in her dream. Where are we at now? World. This is the best time, and there are unlimited opportunities. Hirata Investment Company, your brokerage is open for a consultation. Shares beginning to rise, and you are still waiting? Buy early and enjoy the early benefits. Fukuoka Investment Company is dedicated to providing you with the most professional financial services. There's a dog-eared page here. Uncover the canvas. Check other places first. Land. We need more land. Let the tall buildings rise like the bamboo in spring. The cold winter is coming. Japan's economy is facing a crisis. Please invest rationally. These warnings were completely drowned out by the crazy speculative behavior. Uncover the canvas. What's this? The paper has some graffiti on it. Papa took Mama and me to go for an outing together. Okay. Looks like a group photo, but I can't see it clearly under the dim lighting. There's a house. Papa, Mama, and I live in a small house. Looks like a group photo, but I can't see clearly. Can I use my... Oh, I don't have my torch anymore. Okay. A fax. Kihara-san, although the company has already developed a more effective growth compound than Water of Abundance, the biggest value of the watermelon in Shikinaki Mura is the brand and word of mouth. The company believes there's a real need to invest in the development of a factory in Shikinaki Mura. It can even be said to be urgent. In addition, the company is going to buy more land for real estate and tourism projects. This will also require Kihara-san to conduct a risk assessment further. Kihara-san's contributions to the company will be remembered well by all the staff in the company. 1986. A fax. All the villagers in Shikinaki Mura believe in a god called Hushin, and they think the land is a gift from that god, so they cannot develop the land. It will not be easy to convince them to build a factory in the village. However, the person in charge of the railway transport system in Shikinaki Mura, Matsuyama-san, supports the plan to build the factory, and he will help me to persuade more villagers to support the factory's construction. 1987, Kihara Saiichi. Interesting. We read that. A diary with fine handwriting. Today is my birthday. Papa, Mama, and I took a family group photo together. a cute rabbit sticker on the diary. Caution, from today onwards you will have the house key. Please look after it well. Ojo-chan, follow your father and mother. Look at the camera. Where? Oh, it would be down. Yep, there we are. The key is hanging in front of my chest in the picture of me. Obtain the key to my home. Alright. Oh, okay, I see. We go up here. Open the door? Yes. It's kind of clever, the way that's designed. I'm back. Demolition announcement. In order to build the reservoir, demolition works will be carried out on Shikanakimura and the surrounding area by the end of this year. To avoid accidents, residents are asked to keep away from Shikanakimura. A dusty telephone. Use Nensha. Now let's look right first. A calendar that has turned yellow. Withered plant. There's a big hole in the floor. Rusty hanger. Old shoe cabinet. Let's look around first. Okay, so we'll Nensha. This telephone can be used for Nensha. Yarchan, you plan to use Nensha? I want to know what exactly happened at home before that car accident. Oh, that's her mother. Hey, Seiichi, any progress on the factory? We sealed the deal. Wonderful. Hoshin really listens to your prayers. In that case, you won't be that busy in future. The company is hoping that I could stay here for a while and evaluate other real estate projects, but they also agreed that I should take a break. And we can finally take Kashin to Hokkaido. She will be so excited she can't sleep. Seiichi, what's wrong? Nothing. I guess I'm tired. Ayako, I'll spend more time with you and our kid from now on. It's just like that time when you suddenly realized you wrote a wrong answer to a certain question after an exam is over. You thought you were worrying too much over nothing. But reality would eventually develop from worries. In the end, it became an irrevocable tragedy. In the late 1990s, a bubble burst. Ayako, take Kashin with you and get out of here quickly. Seiichi, what happened? The project on the factory is cancelled. Why? The stock market crashed and the company canceled most of its real estate projects. People in Shikanaki Village will hear the news soon. We can't stay here any longer. Ayako, you and Kashin will leave first. Bring your most important things with you and leave the rest aside. Here's the key to the car. I'll meet you at Shinugo Station. Seiichi, what about you? There are lots of vital internal documents in the setting. I can't let them fall into other people's hands. I'll look for you when I have dealt with those documents. Seiichi, take care. Kashin is the company hopes that you can rip those project documents. We've transferred half of the payment to you. After it's done, you will receive an extra payment besides the remaining. For the last sum of money, I made the biggest mistake in my life. Don't let this crook run away! Bastard, we spent all of our savings to invest in the factory, and now it's gone! Took this crook and his family to offer his sacrifices to Hoshi. Damn, his family got away. What are all of you doing? Chief, this crook kept talking about building a factory, but he conned all the villagers out of their savings. Several villagers have committed suicide because they went bankrupt. It's this crook's fault. Tsuyama, don't forget you're also the one who started it. Back then, you were the most vocal one when you talked about building that factory. I signed that project contract, I'm also responsible for that. Jingu-sama told us the village was literally behind it now. We have weathered time that will be more difficult than this. This time we can certainly weather it too. I'll hold a meeting with him when we discuss our next step. Everyone, just go back for today. Sorry, I didn't lie to all of you. I didn't anticipate any of these. Just leave. Jingu-sama wants you to leave. Besides, there was a car accident at the suburbs in Koromori Town. It's your car. How is my family? Your daughter is seriously injured and doctors are rushing to save her now. How is Ayako? When the villagers got there, the car was on fire. Your wife didn't manage to get out. I specialized in economics at the best university. Economic theory, analytical model, I could name them all. I believe I'm doing a respectable job. My knowledge, my brain can bring happiness to people. However, I'm just one of a million fanatics at that time. I couldn't even fulfill the wishes of my loved ones. Happiness should be treasured, but I threw it on the ground and allowed it to shatter. It's all your fault. All my savings are gone. Liar. You said it happened before the accident. Why are you here? Karachan, you're finally here. You can speak now? The curse is still there, so I still can't speak. You're just hearing the voice from my mind. Because I didn't choose to play the film with the projector? Yes, the curse can only be lifted if the film is played on the projector. You don't need to blame yourself, because I told you that no matter what you choose, I'll support you. To be honest, I hope you wouldn't regain these memories. These memories are too heavy for you. Shigaraki village declined because of my father. It was fated to be tragedy. Your father and the villagers in Shigaraki village. They were the fanatics in the area. They also were the victims at the time. Kiritani, who are you? Why are you here? How did you know all this? I promised you that I wouldn't tell you the truth I would tell you the truth when everything is over. This truth started from the distant past. This is Ghost Train? Ghost Train is a product of one's consciousness. It connects the memories between now and the past. We can look for the truth hidden in the past through the train. 100 years ago, a girl was born in a mining village at Shigaraki Village. This girl is Hoshin's reincarnation. She already possessed unusual powers as a child. But those powers didn't bring her status or honor. On the contrary, those powers made her suffer from loneliness and misery for 100 years. Sekitan-san, you look listless today. I'm about to go to a distant place. Sekitan-san, where are you going? The war has begun. The Scar is commandeered to transport soldiers to the front line. Ocho-san, live your life well and stick with it until the war is over. It's her! She is the yokai my papa's talking about. Mama said she is already in her 30s. She looks so young because she sucks human lives. I am not a yokai. Filthy yokai, get out of the village and don't come back again. Hey, you little bastards. This yokai practices black magic. Ojo-san, it's alright now. Seki-tan-san, thank you. Kids nowadays are really impolite, Ojo-san. Don't take it to heart. Seki-tan-san, I'll pray for you until you come back. Ha, I'll definitely come back. I'm still waiting to hear your stories about the outside world. Your stories are fascinating. You might even become a famous writer like Natsume Soseki. After the war erupted, all the men in Shikinaki village went to the front line. The village was threatened with famine and death for some time. With the God of Abundance's powers, the girl saved many villagers from the crisis. Faith in the God of Abundance gradually became prominent in Shikinaki village. The girl was honored as Jingu by the villagers. Oh, now we're playing us. So is this who I think it is? What's this? The Emperor of Japan issued the Imperial Rescript to announce an unconditional surrender. Jingu-sama is here. Jingu-sama, please accept our gratitude. Where is Seki-tan-san? Seki-tan-san? He lives in the railway wagon in Shikinaki village. Where is that wagon? The wagon was bombed by enemies when it took us to the front line. The bombing rained like fire, destroyed the bridge as the wagon was moving across, and all the people in the wagon fell into the river. Just when we thought we were going to die from drowning, an invisible core force pulled us to the bank. Those who worshipped Hoshin didn't drown. The other soldiers drowned in the river. Hoshin-sama protected us. He saved us. Hoshin-sama gave us the chance to kill our enemies. We will always believe in Hoshin-sama. We were cheering as loud as the wind. Jingu looked at those devout followers helplessly. She was pushed to the pedestal and interfered by the masses. However, she became more lonely than ever. Deities can't step into the affairs of humans too much. This rule is natural. Jingu broke the rule. She used the God of Abundance's powers to bring so many benefits to Shikinaki village. Crops grew really fast, but there was a price to pay in order to get a deity's favor. A living human would be sacrificed each year on the Hoshin ritual. Back in that era, many old people volunteered to give their lives. Thus, Shikinaki village developed at an amazing speed after the war. 11 people sacrificed their lives during that period. Look at those giant watermelons. The watermelons this year look so good. People are going to love it. Let me check whether the watermelons are ripe before everyone comes. There are people's voices from the watermelon. Hey, I heard Jingu-sama is already in her 80s, but she still looks like a 10-year-old girl. Haven't you heard? She sucks human lives to stay young. Is there such a thing? People dare not go near Jingu-sama. Their life might get sucked. Life sucks with Jingu-sama. What are the remnants watermelons? So yummy! There are people's voices from the watermelon. I heard our neighbor wants to give up farming. Tell me about it. The stock market is so profitable now. Hey, do you think Hoshin could help us predict on stocks? Idiot. Hoshin is capable of anything except getting watermelons to grow quickly. Brown watermelon. people's voices from the watermelon. This year's Hoshin ritual is round the corner. The village headman said no one is volunteering to be the sacrifice. People lead comfortable lives now. There's no disease or disasters. Who would want to sacrifice themselves? Ojo-san, sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. This mask is covering my eyes. I didn't notice, Oni-san. It's alright. By the way, you need to eat more spinach, Oni-san. You look weak. Even a kid like me can knock you down. Mama said eating spinach will help you grow stronger. You wouldn't fall down so easily if you're healthy. Thank you for your concern. I will eat more spinach. What are you doing? Jingu-sama, I'm so sorry. My child didn't mean to offend you. It doesn't matter. She just bumped into me by accident. It's good for kids to be active. Oh my, this kid would actually bump into Jingu-sama. I'm really sorry about that. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. You're so forgiving. I suddenly remember I have errands to run. Jingu-sama, please excuse us. Oh. Jingu understood it from the woman's flustered expression. The villagers never stopped fearing her. This kind of fear accompanied Jingu to the pedestal. Then it became awe. Just when Jingu thought she'd be alone forever, someone entered her world. The view here is really nice. Excuse me, I'm new here. Can you tell me how to get to Shikinaki Village? Go straight ahead and walk through the forest, then cross a wooden bridge and you'll be there. Thank you. Why are you going to Shikinaki Village? My husband is making an inspection in Shikinaki Village, but he forgot to take his bento. I'm delivering it to him. This man takes his work very seriously, but when it comes to his personal life, he's always so absent-minded. Right, this onigiri is a specialty from my hometown. I made too many. I'll share some with you. You should try it. It tastes great. Sobbing. Are you alright? Did you have an argument with your family? It's fine. Take your time. I still have a lot of onigiri. Ha! I thought you wouldn't come today. You've been waiting for me? I also brought delicious onigiri today. How is it? Yummy. I'll be here every day until my husband's work is complete. Thank you. You know, you remind me of my daughter. She's several years younger than you. My biggest wish is to see her grow up happily. I don't know what you've been through, but if it happened to my daughter, I'd be so sad. So you don't need to thank me. It's what parents should do. May I know what is your husband doing at Shikinaki Village? He's an investment consultant. The company wants to build a food processing factory at Shikinaki Village, and he's in charge of assessing the risk. I heard a lot of villagers are against that plan to build the factory, so it's quite difficult for him to convince the villagers. Maybe you could pray at the Hoshin ritual. Hoshin would answer a lot of prayers. Perhaps he'll be touched by your sincerity and make that plan for the factory go more smoothly. I remember my husband mentioned Hoshin before, but I'm not a follower of Hoshin. Will my prayer still work? Hoshin likes those who are truly sincere, even if you're not a follower. As long as you pray wholeheartedly, he will definitely help you. Then I'll definitely give it a shot. Right, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Kihara Ayako. My name is Kiritani Yuki. We know. Jingu lied to Ayako. Really? Jingu made up the name Kiritani Yuki. Jingu had already forgotten her own name a long time ago. Besides, God of Abundance wouldn't confer his mighty powers so easily. Jingu decided to help Ayako in her own way. Jingu-sama, what are you doing in such a place? This is a good place to watch a movie. If you want to see a movie, I can get someone to arrange it. It's damp and dark here. What if you get injured? Watanabe, relax. By the way, come over here and check this out. Watanabe, what do you see? I see a movie, and I have seen that before. What else? Jingu-sama, forgive me, I can't see anything besides that. Do you see those villagers who are watching the film? Ah, yes. They look happy, right? I remember when the real estate developer wanted to build the theater at Shigenaki Village, the previous village headman opposed it strongly. In the end, the theater is built at Kuromori Town. Now the villagers have to go to Kuromori Town every time they want to see a movie. Jingu-sama. Watanabe, I knew you and some villagers have objected to the factory, but once the factory is built, the villagers could find stable jobs and increase their income. What's more, I can feel my body aging already. How come? It started quite some time ago. I think my health is getting worse, and my memory is not as good as before. Even that yokai I met during my childhood, he's my only friend, but I can't remember his name now. I don't know if I can still watch over this village for much longer. I heard that company could make the fruits grow better and let the villagers become richer. Isn't that what I've been doing all the time? Jingu-sama. Watanabe, I watched you grow up. It must be odd to hear me say this. Not at all, Jingu-sama. I always respect you. Thank you, Watanabe. I trust you the most, so please reconsider on the factory. Jingu is a gentle and kind person, but she never realized that her kindness would lead to a tragedy. Body was as old as a 70-year-old person. She used up all of her strength to save Kirihara. Don't worry, I'm gonna rescue the bathroom now. As Jingu was about to save Ayako, she found out that the car was already engulfed by the flame. Ayako, you and Kashino need to leave first. Bring your most important things with you and leave the rest aside. Here's the key to the car. I'll meet you at Chikuho Station. Ayako, don't go out! Saichi, take care. Why did you turn out this way? Mansha can't bring people back to life. You know that very well, don't you? Kashin-chan, have you packed your things? I still have a few dolls. No need to take them. I'll buy them for you again. Mama, why are we leaving this place? Kashin-chan, Papa has already finished his work here, so we need to leave this place. Don't you want to go to the seaside? We can go to Sapporo and stay in a small house by the sea. Your room will be facing the sea such that once you open your window, you can see the seabirds flying above the sea. During the weekends, Papa will take us to play on the beach. When you step on the soft sand, you will definitely find it very comfortable. Great, I'm gonna live there soon. Kashin. Right, Mama? You forgot the picture of Papa, Mama, and me still hanging on the wall. Kashin-chan, I will take it now. Jingu didn't try to stop by Aiko again. She knew that the picture Aiko described had already become a bubble. At this time in Shikanaki village, hundreds of families were repeating this tragedy. She lamented that Linsha cannot change stuff. In the face of tragedy, Linsha can't change anything. Ayako. Kashin. Because Kihara-chan sustained heavy injuries, she almost died back then. Kashin, hang in there. Please, you need to live. She can't be saved. Just give up. Kashin, Ayako told me she hoped you could grow up happy. Your life is only just beginning. I won't let you leave this world. Hey, what are you doing? Jingu, you dare to transfer my power to this human? Do you know the price for this? Koshin-sama, I have caused countless tragedies. For once, just this once, let me make amends for one tragedy. Jingu-sama, it's dangerous to stay here. Get out, quick! This girl is still breathing. Where's the ambulance? Jingu-sama, that accident victim has been sent to the hospital. It's very dangerous down here. Let's go back. I caused all of this. That day in the projection room, we didn't ask you. Jingu-sama, I never saw you in the projection room before. Was not. Jingu-sama always opposed the plan to build the factory. I took the liberty and signed the agreement. I am responsible for it. No, Watanabe, it's I. Jingu-sama! This is the first time I'm defying you after so many years. You have devoted your whole life to Shikanaki Village. Now you can rest. Jingu-sama, you love to tell stories, right? I've been listening to your stories since I was a kid. You also mentioned you wanted to write scripts and produce films. Go and write your scripts or books, do anything you like. By then all of us will support your movies. Don't worry, Shikanaki Village certainly can weather it. So, Jingu-sama, make use of the time you have left. Go and live your own life. Watanabe. Go and live your own life. These words sound so simple. But to Jingu, it's not going to happen. From that moment when she walked to the altar, she could not have her own life. And her punishment for using God of Abundance's powers without thinking, God of Abundance stripped Jingu of her voice. God of Abundance wanted to issue orders with Jingu's voice. But with the economic bubble, Shikanaki Village's decline is irreversible. Young people have left Shikanaki Village, and the elderly have passed away one by one. By lacking worshippers, God of Abundance has met the same fate as Aiko-sama. We gave our lives so that Shikanaki Village could prosper. But you ruined Shikanaki Village in one night. Nobody will forgive you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I heard you were the one who saved Kashin. She's out of danger now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that so? Great. In the winter of 1994, Jingu passed away. doesn't seem that long since we last met. How time flies. You didn't change at all. Your skin is still that silky... Look at me. Although I have been dead for years, some wrinkles still popped up around the corners of my eyes earlier. Ayako, I'm sorry. Why are you saying sorry? I allowed the village headman to approve the factory's construction. If I didn't agree with it, none of this would have happened. I see. Kiritani, even if you didn't agree to it, the factory would still be built. Even if Saichi's negotiations failed, new companies would still rush in to negotiate. I will quote Saichi's words. This is the result of changing times. Changing times can be a daunting catalyst. It makes buildings grow from fields. At the same time, they can also turn to ruins instantly. Nobody can resist this kind of force. So this isn't your fault. You don't have to apologize to me. I have to thank you. Kiritani, thank you for saving Kashin. Actually, I'm the one who says Jay, thank you. All this while, I thought I could save the mashes. When I looked back, I was just pleasing them with the deity's power. I hoped they would get closer to me and wouldn't treat me as an abnormal person, but the more I helped them, the more scared they were of my powers. After Kashin was saved, Kihara-san kept crying thank you to me while crying. I realized the meaning of my existence for the first time. This feeling is fantastic, but it's too late. It's not late. You still have unfulfilled wishes, don't you? You must be wondering why I know that. Because the look in your eyes is the same as Saichi's. It's that kind of look with a strong desire. When we first met, your eyes looked dull, but now they're different. They're sparkling. But I'm already... Kiritani, it's too early for you to come here. Others are paving the road for you to come here. Go and find your way back. It's your own road. My own road. Ayako, if that road truly exists, I'll try my best to look for it. I'll wait here until you come back. By that time, please tell me more stories about Kashin. Although God of Abundance is already in a deep slumber, most of that power is still in Kihara-chan's body. This power is quite likely to bring God of Abundance back to life at some point. In order to unleash this power, I appeared in front of you. Although my physical body had already turned to dust, pining for you enabled my soul to stay in this world just like Aizawa-san. I wanted to take back the power inside your body, but after that car accident, you left Kurobori Town. It took me several years to find you in Sapporo. After that, I brought your consciousness here with my remaining powers. That is to say, the notebook, father, Nensha, projector. Yes, I lied to you. From the very beginning, you've walked into the trap I've set. Because Hoshin took away my voice, I could only talk to you through the notebook. And the feather and projector in the theater are crucial items to unleash Hoshin's powers. When you first ordered the projector with Nensha, part of the power from Hoshin had already been drawn out. That power probably refused to leave the host, which caused disruptions in Nensha, and you passed out. You're saying my body still has that power from Hoshin? At first, I'd intended to let you use the projector again and release the rest of that power, but there's no need for that by now. After all the things we've experienced at the theaters and your trust in me, I've finally understood that you and I are different. I helped the villagers out of desire and inferiority. I was afraid the villagers would leave me out, so I kept giving without limits. I wanted to gain other people's recognition through my generosity. This kind of strong desire fed Hoshin. Well, you trusted me and helped the other yokai because you make your decisions by listening to your heart. So you're not destined to become Hoshin's puppet. There's hardly any power left, and it will gradually fade with time. Sorry about that. Kihara-chan, you trusted me, but I lied to you from the very beginning. But I didn't lie to you about that part as a writer of unsellable books. Writing a book is so much harder than assuming my role as Jingu. Actually, you don't need to apologize, Kiritani. You gave me Hoshin's powers and saved me from the car accident. After losing Hoshin powers, I feel so relieved. Plus, this journey is very interesting. I made a lot of friends and experienced an adventure I wouldn't have dared to imagine previously. This adventure is so much fun. I'll definitely write it in my book. But when Hoshin's powers dissipate completely, I can't see the yokai anymore, right? That's right. You'll become a normal girl. You'll get to know lots of human friends and fit in with them. I believe there are all types of people waiting for you in the future, Kihara-chan. Kiritani, this journey is the most important memory in my life. I committed so many sins and even cheated you, Kihara-chan. In that case, how come it's still an important memory in your life? Kiritani, that Jingu who was once revered by the masses is dead. The person I know was a writer who loves to make up stories. She's always late in her manuscripts. Her books don't sell well either. Kiritani Yuki, I'll always remember you. Thank you, Kihara-chan. I'm so lucky to meet you and your parents. The train is coming. Once you step out of this door and board the train, you'll go home. What are your plans after this? A dam will be built here next year. Shigenaki Village will be submerged in the water forever. Shigenaki Village is the place I've protected all my life, so I want to be with her until the very last moment. Once the dam is built, I'll travel around the world. Kihara-chan, are you still inviting me to Sapporo? My first stop will be there. No, Kiritani, I will wait for you. Well then, see you, Kihara-chan. See you. This dreamlike adventure has come to an end. The memories before I was 8 years old are still incomplete. Those memories are probably lost forever. All the stories in this world are like that. Once experienced, you can never return to the past. Theater. Makes me wonder what happens if you try to just put the film in the projector. Ending 2. Blossoms and Snowflakes. Oh, she's home. You haven't had your dinner? I got held up by some things on my way home. I still have work to do. You don't need to cook for me. Okay. This is... it's the picture she got. An acquaintance? No. A yokai who could draw gave it to me. I see. Kashin, if you get a chance, help me to thank that yokai on my behalf. By the way, I accidentally saw the script for your presentation while looking for the photo frame. May I attend that presentation on reflections on the bubble era? Why are you suddenly interested in this? The presentation will start the day after tomorrow at night. Remember to be there 10 minutes earlier. In addition, the lecture will use some technical terms. I can give you a book reading list. They cover the fundamentals and will help you to get acquainted. Okay. Wow. Well, that was a really neat story. I like that a lot. Last but not least, thank you to all the players who have played this game. Hope you find this a beautiful adventure game worth cherishing. And it's true, I do. Moon Roach, thanks. That was a good game, and that was a good story. I really enjoyed it. Oh, one more scene. What is this, a Marvel movie? Kashin, you've brought so many books. You finished reading the books you bought earlier? I like these books very much, so I finished reading them in one go. Oh, you're a Kashin indeed. You're buying this book too? Seems that this isn't the type you usually like. And I've never heard of this author called Kiritani Yuki. This author is a very important friend of mine. I see. Excuse me for being rude. Kuromori Kitan, Strange Tales of the Black Forest, and Kobayashi Sensei's Kamen Chosu Roku, Case Files with That False Front. The total cost... I almost forgot. Here's the decryption card that comes with Kamen Chosu Roku. There are a lot of puzzles in this book. You can use the accompanying decryption card to solve the puzzles. It's said that Kobayashi Sensei invented the unique reading style. Decryption card. It suddenly occurred to me that I have seen this card before in an office at Kuromoricho Gekujo. Megumi-san said it was a unique decryption card Terajima Issei invented. Terajima Issei is a follower of Shinra Yoku and the mastermind behind the gas attack on the community. Kobayashi Sensei is Terajima Issei? Oh, weird. Huh. Well, there we have it. Really interesting. I really enjoyed it. Well, next time, trying something else similar in the vein. I bought a lot of different games of this vein, story games, or visual novel kind of stuff. So we're going to be in that field for a little bit. So I'll pick one to try next time. All right. See you all later.